Hi, my name is Keith Magnuson, Dunkin' Operations Manager. Meena and partners, how are you? I just want to say congratulations on the healthy 10 years of business. You guys are great people. You guys are wonderful. So once again, congratulations. Much happiness and many, many more years of business. So congratulations and enjoy the night. A beautiful event like always.
Sorry to hold you. I heard you last year. You're a very good speaker, so I don't want to let you go just like that. And I was talking to her about the way which helps them in maintaining quality standards, and I believe you are helping in various ways. Sometimes ways which might not be pleasing at that moment, but in the long term, that definitely helps. So share with us in general the way of Dunkin' Donut operations and anything that you have found about them.
Well, again, Anil and Meena has been in business for a very long time, and they do meet all the standards, and they're great, franchisees. I enjoy their company. They're great with the guests, and they're great in business. They understand that the customer comes first, and they also understand the relationship to have good employees and the whole entire a function of putting it all together with the guests and their employees and treating everyone like family. So they're great individuals. They're great people, and I enjoy working with them on a daily basis.
I'm standing with Joe, and when you talk to Joe, you have to look up to him. And people at Dunkin' Donuts look up to you, and especially I heard many good things about you from Anil and Meena both. Introduce yourself and talk to us about your relationship with Dunkin' Donuts, and in particular about this network which is managed by Anil and Meena.
Sure. I've known Anil and Meena now for 7 years. They currently have 2 stores out on Long Island, one in Port Jeff Station, the other in Port Jeff, and they're outstanding franchisees. It's amazing to me how over the 7 years, Meena has become younger and younger, but Anil, he seems to have aged just a little bit over those 7 years. So I couldn't be happier for them. They've been in the business now for 10 years, and they do an outstanding job. I'm proud to be able to call them friends as well as business associates.
Joe, if you were to talk about the basic ingredients in someone's personality to be able to have a successful Dunkin' Donuts franchisee, what would you rate number of qualities?
I think the biggest thing for me would be a positive attitude. Recently, Anil had at one of his locations, the state was coming in to do some work on the highway, and I said, Anil, are you worried about all the construction work? And he said, no, I'm not worried. I said, this work could be 3 months, 6 months, it could take up to a year. He says, Joe, I'm not worried about the work. I said, why not, Anil? He says, because we have the best coffee on 347, and it might be just a short period of time that people go away, but they will be back. So it was that positive attitude from Anil Shah. Positive attitude yields positive results. That's the number one quality I look for.
So he has come at the right time when you're talking about positive attitude. And
he would have walked away if I said something bad, but he heard good things, so he came up.
We are in for something to happen, but Anil, you tell me, what is the secret of being able to maintain positive attitude in the face of adverse circumstances?
Well, as you say, you have to take positive and make sure when things comes wrong way, going negative, you just have to calm down. That's what I learned from my parents, that things going to happen always for good thing. Things happen for good reason. So be patient and think about it and then make a decision. Just don't just jump and just make a wrong decision. So I just take my time. I think right. I always tell them, okay, I'll talk to you later. And then I just wait, think about it, and make sure it's proper way.
And as Joe is standing with us, what do you think is the greatest benefit, call it, or the advantage of being a part of Dunkin' Donut family, the kind of cooperation that they extend, anything in particular that you would like to share?
Sure. This is one of the best franchise ever you can say, because they are very, very helpful, very cooperative, well growing, and they're well maintained. They always top up the things, make sure the media is happy, make sure nothing. And they're very good. They make sure for general medium people, support the prices there, and they are very good, very helpful, very cooperative. That's the only reason we am able to grow. If would not support, there is no way I can grow as much as I without their support.
And Joe, as I'm standing with Anil, and I know there are many people from Indian origin who owns Dunkin' Donuts. So, anything you feel they bring special on the table as far as Dunkin' Donuts franchise is concerned?
Well, they do a lot of things. They're very hard workers, they're very generous people, and they like to share the wealth. When they have success, they bring other people in from their family to share in that success. So to me, that's a winning formula.
Anilji, congratulations. 10 years is not a small time, and yet it's not as big as it's 20 years. So 10 years from now, 11 to how many additional franchisee of Dunkin' Donuts you look forward to have?
Well, it's all up to Joe and the kids I have it. I can have 20, 30, but they are the one who at the end approve it. So, but as I said, I don't put that number as we grow and the market open, and then we sit down together. We work as a OEM and franchisee, and where there's opportunity, we decide, and then we grow together. So there is no such a thing. There is no goal, but we grow together. So that's the bottom line.
It's a day of celebration, or rather evening of celebration, and I don't want to hold both of you, but the question is quite relevant. The kind of food which Dunkin' Donuts is serving, how would you consider that from the point of view of healthy intake in terms of number of calories people should? Because whenever you think about Dunkin' Donuts, so sweet you become inside from that point of view.
It's just not about the donut, it's about the total experience. It's hot food fast in a clean environment. So while we do sell donuts that have sugar content in it, everybody has to indulge once in a while, but we're really selling the total experience. And that's what Anil delivers on. A great total experience includes value, includes great service, includes high quality products, and that's what the consumer wants today.
And
in addition to that, we do have now item and product which is, as you said, which is low calorie and more healthier. And that's another part the way brand is going. So we are happy, and we do have a lot of product which is not only donut. Before it used to be were all more calorie, but we do have a lot of other product which are less calorie and more healthier to the consumers.
And Joe, on the personal side, let me share. Just a little while ago, I was talking to Meena, and she said, Anil is always right. That I don't hear from many wives talking about their husband. So, what do you think makes him always right, and that too compliment coming from his wife?
I think that's a testament to his character. I mean, what else can I say about that? Today he's always right. Let's check and see next week.
That's right, Joe. Thank you.
Today he's footing the bill, so he's always right. Next week, maybe not. Okay.
So as we wind up this conversation, Anilji, any thought that comes to you in terms of you would like to extend the credit or share your gratefulness for being where you are today?
Well, as I said, you have to be number one honest. Make sure you are treat people with respect, and as I always said that you have to treat all your employees just like your family member with dignity, because that's important. You don't want to cheat with anybody, because that's how I learned from my parents, and because of that I have a blessing from my parents and the blessing of Synergy, and I just do the right thing for right people, and that's what helping me.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate
Thank you.
your contribution. Thank you very much,
Thank
Anilji.
you.
Thank you.
So as I thank Anil and Joe, I want to thank you for being with me. This is a wonderful moment of celebrating 10 successful years of being in the business. The network, which is headed by Anil and Meena Shah, has added 10 more Dunkin' Donuts to one with which they started in 2005. And this is the typical success story which we want to hear again and again, and which is also a source of inspiration. Inspiration that struggle, hard work, honesty, and of course generosity pays in the long run. And today it is paying in the form of a network of love, and friendliness all around. Sharing these moments of joy where success is celebrated with commitment, dedication, and hard work. This is Ashok Vyas.